Hello, McFluffy52 here, back with some more Murders at Karlov Manor action. Today we're playing a Naya Humans aggro deck with one real new card in mind. Sharp-Eyed Rookie is a 2-mana vigilance 2/2, and whenever a creature with greater power or toughness enters the battlefield, you put a +1 counter on it and investigate. So it's a pretty strong card, and it fits into the human typal deck, and so we're trying it out in Naya Humans with Roaming Throne. We're going to be going off with Anim Pakal, Adeline, drawing cards with Samut, and also giving things haste and pumping them up with Halana and Elena. So let's go ahead and see how we can do on the ladder with the deck. Alright, we found a first opponent here. The nice thing about playing a typal deck like this is we have a lot of cards. The Secluded Courtyards, the Cavern of Souls, and since we're playing something like Legendary Humans, we can also play Plaza of Heroes. We really got a lot of cards that work well, and then we can make use of Thalia to try and get around opponents' sweepers. We have two basics in the deck, so that if an opponent does try and blow up one of our lands, we have a plan for that. We're playing 6 1-drops. We're playing 2 of the Luminarch Veterans that gain you life when a creature enters the battlefield, and we're playing 4 Hopeful Initiates, because the training ability is a triggered ability, so it can also double trigger if you're playing the Roaming Throne. So yeah. Trying to get a Anim Pakal going as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, let's go. Start swinging. Start getting those counters. Anim Pakal is just such a fun card to play. Anim Pakal and Adeline work really well with Samut, however you're supposed to pronounce that card, because opponent's paying the 3 to get rid of our Anim Pakal. Makes sense. A little upsetting to see it go, but as to be expected. We'll play. Would have been nice to have Malir out there, but we're going moving as fast as possible. But yeah, the clue tokens are nice because they can give us card draw in a pinch, and then it's also just like a creature that can be like a 4/4 with vigilance, or even bigger if we get an Adeline, because Adeline gives you has a star as its power, which is equal to the number of creatures you control, and so that can mean it comes in with, okay, I thought it was going to tap it the worst way possible, but it actually is fun. I play those in the wrong order, but I don't think it will matter for this particular match. You keep swinging with basically everything. You can only trade away something. I don't know why they're chumping the Thalia rather than 3 damage. Alright, if an opponent has temporary lockdown, they can play it, and that would pretty much sweep our board. But yeah, this deck, we're just playing to go as fast as possible. And because I think that's going to be what wins you the most amount of games. You can see double training thanks to our Roaming Throne. So close to dead. We have the Melira, which can save something from a sweeper as long as it's not an exile sweeper. If they have like a Sunfall, it's gonna be bad, but we survive. Not bad. Alright. Next match, next victim, maybe. This hand's not bad. We go first, that's always a good place to be. But yeah, basically all our lands produce white because we do have some cards with double white pips, like Adeline, or the majority of our cards are white cards. Commercial District. I don't know why my game is kind of bugged, and like the text shows up black on the right hand side. But yeah, we're a bit of like a mono white humans deck with splashing in like a Anim Pakal, Alana, Elena, Samut, and the green detective human. One's playing Gruul. Cool. Alright, 4 lands is very good. I don't want to start going off with a Anim. The next turn we can play Alana and Elena and pump up an Anim call further and try and go at him. I guess they didn't really want to trade, which is fair. Beast Caller is going to grow quite a bit, and if they have like a Voldaren Thrill Seeker, they'll be able to fling it later on, which is spooky. Human Soldier, Dryad Warrior. If I play this Soken's on, I think I can still play out. Yeah. That is good. It's getting buffed up by Coppercoat Vanguard, so it's going to put 3 counters on an Anim Pakal. And then we can actually attack in with an Anim Pakal because it's going to have 6 or 7 power and toughness, and it's going to make 5 gnomes. That's going to trigger Luminarch Veteran, and we're going to gain a bunch of life. Luminarch Veterans are kind of tech against mono red. It also can be replayed from the graveyard as a flying 1/1 that will gain us life when things die. So it's also not a bad value card. They're going to trade their Honor Guard for that? That's crazy. Okay, I was about to say. Next turn we play Adeline, and it's crazy because Adeline can get pumped up by Alana and Lena to give it haste, and we just have like a hasty 10-4. Actually, it'll be even bigger. It'll get +3 counters. It'll be massive because an Anim Pakal is gonna make a bunch of tokens, and it's gonna make a token. It will be massive. Opponent, I don't know if they have something for our board here. Anzrag is cool, but they don't have a way to give it haste. So that might just be game. Oh, Roaming Throne is actually, I think, better than Adeline here. I'm not gonna lie. Because then we can double counter on the Anim Pakal because of Alana and Lena. This is super lethal. Make like 25 little gnomes going off with the gnomes. I love an Anim Pakal. It's just such a fun card. I even made a commander deck around it. So far we've only seen the new human. I feel a little bit bad because this deck isn't a ton of new cards, but it's still like fun to play. So that's my justification. Melira is such a nice card in the sense it's like a 2-mana 3/3. Cavern is nice. No countering nonsense. One advantage of playing a typal deck here. Opponent. I guess I'll pause until our game loads properly. Opponent decided to keep their hand, I guess. Here we go. The humans are coming. I also love the art for it. It's just kind of a cool art. I mean, Adeline's pretty cool, but I'm just not into the knight aesthetic. But these should be very fun to play together. Coppercoat Vanguard might need to come down, though, pretty early on. Just to prevent some removal. I guess we have Melira. We have Melira, and we have a backup one. Melira, you can't get more than 1 poison counter, so, you know, anti-poison tech in a funny way. And then you can go ahead and exile it to make it so something will return from the graveyard after dying. Let's go, Anim. They can't lightning or play with fire or shock it because they only have one red open, but they might be coming for it very soon. I think it's worth sacrificing or exiling. This card is like based on another card. I think it's called Safi. Safi, though, instead of exiling itself as the cost, it would sacrifice itself. The funny thing with this is you get the ETB as well, because it's when it's put into the graveyard this turn, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So it's a bit like a Feign Death or what are those other cards that, like, if it's going to die, there's some black instants that say, like, if it's going to die, return it to the battlefield instead. Opponent timed out. Oh, it looks like they're back. It's good. Never fun when your opponent just like fully times out and you have to wait through all the ropes. I get it though. Sometimes something happens in life and you're... Though I don't think it's that hard to click concede. Alright, I'm pausing. Oh, opponent's mousing over things. Okay. Play a mountain. The opponent's probably playing some kind of face down jank, so seeing the almighty humans go off is probably scary. Definitely will play Adeline next though, I think. Opponent's still indecisive about whether they want to attack in. Okay, they've passed turn. I think we play Adeline. And then I can go in with a Nim. I don't even have to go in with Melira, but I'll go in with both. Just a few creatures. What can I besage you? Oh, one of my own gnomes, I guess. That is kind of funny. I could ramp. Yeah, they can't kill a Nim because it's 4 toughness at this point. I like a Nim better than Adeline in terms of its effect, because it scales. It gets out of control if it sticks around for longer and longer. Opponent fully roped out, so now go to damage and we can pass turn. Let me know if what you all think. I'm trying to make use of the ability to like pause if our opponent's taking forever, but I realize it might lead to more hard to follow games if I'm not good at pausing and unpausing it at the right times. I think we have this game in the bag, but we'll find out. Coppercoat Vanguard is a cool card. But it is kind of annoying that it doesn't synergize well with the Anim Pakal. The gnomes don't get buffed up. It does work really well with Alana and Elena though, which is cool. And Alana and Elena work well with Samut because Samut cares about things hasting in and hitting the opponent. You get to draw cards if that happens. Opponent. I'll pause. Okay, there. Finished roping. Well, maybe I should have stayed paused. Alright, they fully roped through again. Should be able to hopefully finish out the game. I'm gonna play my Hopeful Initiate because I damn well want to, and that's my reasoning. Our opponent might rope. Alright, after another full rope, we get to play our second card for the turn. Yay, okay, they've finally roped hard enough that the game has said no more. And that will be pretty much guaranteed lethal. Holy smokes, that was the most insane roping I've had in a while. Because they were like partially there. Weird. Alright, new opponent, new opponent. We're now Diamond 3. We actually ranked up kind of playing this deck. I can actually look at the match history. I guess I should pull that up. Let's see. 8-3. Okay. Dear God. I didn't realize it was that extreme. Yeah, it's not bad. We'll play this. You know, no free counter spells. I don't know what they could have that would be a free counter spell, but you know, playing around it. Ooh, Intrepid Adversary is cool. It's a really strong card later in the game, and it's a decent drop on curve because it is like a 3/1 with lifelink. But later in the game, if you play it with like 4 mana or 6 mana, you can pay 2 1 or 2 times, and then all your creatures get +1/+1 for each time that you paid 2. Opponent is what's it called? Lifegain. Another thing is Intrepid Adversary does work well with the Anim Pakal, so all our gnomes will be +1/+1. They're running out of gas. We drew into too many land, or we drew into like another land. Luckily it is a channel land, and we're gonna have like legendary, so it'll be slightly easier to go through with everything. We might swing in with our Luminarch Veteran though. That should grow our Sharp-Eyed Rookie and give us a clue. And I guess I could swing him with Sharp-Eyed Rookie. It does have vigilance, and if they have another Alas, it'll hurt. But Sharp-Eyed Rookie kind of has done its thing. Ouch. Sweeper? I don't think they play sweepers in the Amalia Lifegain deck. Or Orzhov Lifegain deck. That's triple Lifegain though, so the Voice of the Blessed is going to be pretty big. Pretty big already. Deep Cavern Bat, I guess we can say goodbye to Hopeful Initiate. But we do have Sokazon, so we can just channel Sokazon. We should have the mana to cast it because the way... oh wait, no I lied. We don't have the mana to cast it. To channel it. Damn, Voice of the Blessed instant. I guess they did hit the triple Lifegain dorks. Wild. I think we just swing with everything next turn. Assuming, unless we draw into some, if we draw into another Intrepid Adversary, or we draw into a, what is it called? Alana and Elena, that would be really strong. A Intrepid Adversary would be strong. That is pretty much the worst. Can I channel it? No. If we had the legendary land, the Heroes Plaza of Heroes. Okay, that is really good. Gains us a life. I could have played out the Sokazon and then we would have been able to play the Hopeful Initiate, but I think our opponent was intimidated. I think if we swung in there, we wouldn't been able to win, and then our opponent could have easily came back because the way their deck's designed. But hey, I'll take the win. I'm just waiting for our regression matches where we start to lose because we're winning a little bit too much of this deck. We're getting a little too lucky. I'm waiting for the unlucky matches at this point. We go first again. That is also kind of crazy. We've been going first an whole awful lot. I think one thing that we learned that last match is Intrepid Adversary, very good card. Honestly, probably should play more copies of it in this deck. I only have 2 of them, and I didn't really want to spend the mythics on it, and so that's why I only have 2, but I think there's definitely a case to be made to playing more. Ooh, us versus Boros Convoke. This is the battle of the The battle of the bombs, the battle of the best. Question is Adeline or Anim Pakal? I think we go Anim Pakal. The problem is Sharp-Eyed Rookie is not going to grow. Oh. Oh. Huh. One or more non-gnome creatures. Interesting. It's actually kind of important what we choose. I think we do this just so that we can have like a guaranteed swing with our Anim Pakal, and then next turn, or we can get a guaranteed swing with our Sharp-Eyed Rookie, not Anim Pakal. And then next turn we can go Anim Pakal, and then that's good. That's gonna start pinging us away because they're gonna get these bared. If something has greater power than... Okay, this is tough then. Something has greater power than its base power, which is like the printed number, the non-blue number, then it he starts making 1/1s. I think Roaming Throne doesn't really help us that much, so I think we're gonna go ahead with a Anim Pakal and then Roaming Throne next turn. And we'll just swing with both the Vigilance creatures. Just go ham. I'm assuming they want to get Adeline out of the way, but they probably want to keep their Baird. So they might block with Novice Inspector in the 2/2, but they're scared of the Sharp-Eyed Rookie? That's weird. I would have been afraid of the Adeline, but that's just me. Next turn, I think we're going to go completely over their heads with a Roaming Throne. It depends what they play. That's not bad. That is certainly not bad. Gleeful Demolition, that is crazy. Alright. Let's try and win it for the humans. Not these weird goblins. Alright, swing in with everything. Kind of what I want to do, to just push lethal if we can. Training. I feel like we do these. I don't know if it really matters, because I think the training, it would have trained anyways, but... Yeah, 12 damage from Adeline, that's going to be blocked, I'm guessing. But yeah, I love Roaming Throne with an Anim Pakal. Good times. We still got to keep blocking because this is still like 8 damage from just the 1/1s. Which are these blocking? This is the Anim Pakal. Yeah, let's get rid of the 3/3 with Vigilance. That sounds good to me. Yeah, I think if you block that with that one, that one you would have lived, but yeah, that works. That was weird. It was like a 40-second queue. Next opponent. This has got to be a loss. Like it's got to happen now, right? We can't keep this up. We're not going first. You know, that's a good sign that it is time for us to lose. We got the Samut. Card is so cool. Human. Only we are allowed to play humans. We could probably swap out like a Adeline or like another 1-drop, because I feel like we don't. The past couple of games we haven't running into our 1-drops, so 1-drops feel a lot less fun to play. So there is that logic. Not as fun, therefore I will not play. Oh, they never not have it. That's crazy. So they could have had it turn 2, technically. The dream is that you play this turn 1 and then you play... Huh. I don't want to play Samut and get in there. We kind of don't want them building up a board state, because if they do, they get value out of it. Like the wider their board goes, because they're going to pump those creatures, or they're going to use them to convoke out the thing for free. So we're even I think we're happy trading at this particular point in time. This has first strike, so it's really easy to swing in with it, because even if they blocked with like almost everything, they would have had to block with everything to kill it almost. Get rid of Samut. I mean, that does work. Surprised to see someone playing that in just a regular old deck. Wonder if they have like a burn spell. Nope, they just win in. Probably should have played this Sundown Pass, but... Alright, this will grow our Sharp-Eyed Rookie, so that's kind of worth it. This is why I think Sharp-Eyed Rookie actually is not a bad card, and now we have 2 clues. Not a bad card in this kind of aggro tempo. Let's go! Okay, another win. Our opponent drew into way too many lands. I feel a little bit bad for them, but yeah. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed the deck. If you did, consider subscribing. And also consider checking out the video we did yesterday, which was... Oh god, why can't I remember my own videos? 1 second, please. But yeah, this is the deck list. Feel free to stare at it while I figure it out. Oh, we played like a Aftermath Analyst deck. I don't think the deck's very good. It was just, I wanted to try it out, and I thought I would share. But yeah, have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Ciao.